Until then, we can.
Yes, we want to welcome everybody to the North Central Ohio Region Industry Manufacturers Workforce Alliance. We're going to shorten that to Manufacturing Career Connections. And we have a special guest here today, but I'm going to turn it over to Principal Zen, and he's going to introduce the students and tell a little bit about how this tour is going to take place.
All right, thank you, Frank. I'd like to welcome Lieutenant Governor Husted to our school. We have a group of students who is going to give us a school tour. This is the first time they're doing this, so they're so excited. Please, be easy on them. So they have been preparing and doing some rehearsals before you came in. And in 20-25 minutes, we are going to finish the school tour, and we are going to meet back here again. Again, welcome. We are so honored to see you guys here at our school.
I'm Mrs. Edwards. This is my classroom.
We have just started entrepreneurship class this year.
Yeah.
So we are working like a group. So our design class are designing the t-shirts.
Yeah.
Our entrepreneurship class is working on selling them.
Honor Society, if you want to try jumping on the stepping stones, maybe. We have multiple pathways. We have the engineering pathway, the CTE pathway, the computers pathway, and the health pathway.
This is also, we teach video and sound in here, and animation, and Adobe certification, and all CTE classes.
Eventually help us take the ACE, which is the Adobe certification expert.
Our Media Arts Club is our video production club run by Horizon students. Our club has equipment like
this is fun, and it's something that you can use, in your career.
This is our mascot, Mo the Hog.
There we go.
It's an engineering classroom. We have Panic robots over here, 3D printers, Atlas Bradley PLCs. You can get certified with Panic handling tool.
And are you?
And we also get to use the program on our computers at home, where we can have both sides of learning on how to program and how to handle it too. Certified with Autodesk Inventor, which is a way you can design with 3D printing, which how it works.
Right now they're conducting a CAI exam, but we've also done dissection.
I'm the president. It just goes over social skills and emotional skills like that. It goes off. It's like really February. We have Black History Month show.
And if we do have home games, then we have to go to a local rec center.
Well, let me just say that I appreciate the chance to be here today and to take the tour. It's always inspiring when you hear things directly from the students. Clearly, this school is focused on being what it bills itself as being, as a STEM learning environment where students can thrive. Clearly, they are doing so. I met some remarkable students. All I did make them promise is when they went off to these great colleges and universities that they're going to, that they came back to Ohio and went to work, which they all promised me they would. It was fantastic. We have to continue to build a culture of learning and success, and learning that translates to great career opportunities and good values and good work ethics and community-minded students. And that's clearly what I witnessed today in the students I interacted with. I will tell you that literally just earlier today, I looked at some statistics in Ohio where we see that only about, let me just say this, there's about 57% of students who go to college out of high school. and around 50% of all the students that go to college actually graduate. There are many pathways to success, and college can be one of them, but it's also great to see that many students here are earning credentials. For example, I visited the students earning the credentials in the robotics program, so that if, for some reason, college is not right for them, or if they want to go to work and don't want to go to college, that they have pathways to do that. We aspire to have every student graduate high school, career, or college ready. That's something Governor DeWine and I talk about a lot. Graduating high school, career, or college ready, and then having success in life. And there are many ways to go about doing that. The STEM fields are important starting points for that, as more and more career pathways require STEM skills, whether that be computer science or some of the traditional sciences that people consider. So appreciate, this is the second time I've been to the school. I was here, I bet, it was a while ago. 10 years ago, I think it was 10 years ago. And I see you've come a long way, and you've built a great culture, and you're aspiring to build young people into successful adults. And I can see that over time that you've continued to get better at that. And I'm really enthused by the students I met today. I think they hold great promise. It's up to all of us to prepare that next generation. The world is much more complex and much more science-oriented than it was when some of the faces and the gray hair I see in the audience were students, and we need to help make sure that we're preparing the young people of today for the challenges of the world that we live in. So thank you very much for the opportunity to be with you today, and I wish you all continued success. Thank you.
We're going to turn this over. I think Mrs. Icon's going to give us a little briefing about the school here, since some of you did not hear what was going on as we took the tour. So Mrs. Icon, if you want to come up here and talk a little bit about the school, and we do have some press packets that some of you can take with you. And electronically, we can get those to everybody that participated today online. Mrs. Icon?
Thank you. We are an OD STEM certified school. We got STEM certification last year. It might be a repeat for some of you. And we got a National Blue Ribbon Award winner in 2012. But I would like to talk about what we are doing at this point. We have 502 students at our school. And we have over 150 students on the waiting list. And our student body is culturally diverse, and you have seen that in person today. And 100% of our students qualify for free and reduced lunch. And the thing is, we started offering CTE classes in 18-19 school years. So we are not a career center. We are a regular high school with the CTE focus. And out of 502 students, we have students in the IT pathway. We have 93 students in the IT pathway. We have 62 students in the engineering pathway, 75 students in the interactive media arts pathway, and 235 students in the health pathway. As you see, the health pathway is the most popular one, and we need most of the workforce actually in the health pathway. When you just go to Indeed and search for RN, there is 1,200 job openings just in the RN field at this point. And Horizon is the first school in the United States got endorsed by the ARM Institute as a high school. So we are very proud of that. We are an ARM training center. And we are the first charter Ramtech school and with a diverse population. And I see him approving my note. And this is the main thing. Out of 126 seniors, 93 of them are in a 12-point value industry recognized credential class, such as pharmacy technician, FANUC, PLC, Microsoft Office specialist, patient care, and Adobe. And before pandemic started, 35% of our seniors earned a 12-point value industry credential. It was lower last year because of pandemic really affected us, but it's still more than 20%. But the first year when we really focused on industry credential, it was 35%, and the average is only 4% in Ohio, including the career centers. And so I assume that we will have a higher percentage this year since 93 of our seniors are in a 12-point value industry credential class. And we are not just CT focused, we are also college focused, and 95% of our students are accepted to colleges. And last year, 4 of our seniors graduated college with more than 60 college credits. And last year, again, 82 students received 952 college credits before they graduate high school. And 2 of them got their associate degree, and this year we have 7 students in the track of getting their associate degree. And this year we have 97 students enrolled in the CCP program. So we are not choosing any students. Whoever enroll first come here, save their spot. So we have a path for each student, even the highest performing or the lowest performing, they can graduate Horizon with not just with a high school diploma, with college credits, industry credentials, or soft skills in their hands. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Icahn. The superintendent, principals in, all the students that participated in the tour, make sure we say thank you to those and appreciate the time that they took to share their school with you. Oh, you got Tammy Galloway there from Marion. Why don't you give us a little update what's happening in Marion that's exciting?
We were fortunate last week on Tuesday to have Lieutenant Governor Husted stop by the Made in Marion Expo in Marion, Ohio. We had 13 employers. We had 3 educational entities, as well as Ohio Means Jobs host about 1,100 7th and 9th grade students from the Marion City and Marion County, Marion City and Marion County area. And it was a full day. The students got to see what was made in Marion. They got to see what a difference Marion makes in products that are exported throughout the world. So it was just a great day.
Thank you, Tammy.
Thank you.
Jason Stanford from Union County.
Hey, Frank, how's it going? How's it going, everybody?
Thank you, Jason. What do you got what's going on in Union County? Probably nothing, right?
Yeah, nothing going on. We're pretty bored down here, I'm just saying, right? Now, yeah, just a couple updates for you guys. We actually are very excited to learn that Tolles Career and Tech Center down in Plain City has recently launched a new drone technology program. For anybody familiar with our community, we're pretty well based in the smart mobility corridor, and there's a lot of activity going on with connected and autonomous vehicles, including drones and unmanned aerial systems. So that program is going to be fantastic as we start training our workforce or our students for future work in the corridor and, getting familiar to that kind of technology. So we're very excited to have that come online. And then we also had a pretty big announcement earlier this week with the Jonathan Alder School District that's down in the southern part of Union County, and they are opening it's the AWS Think Big space. So that's in direct coordination with Amazon. we're really excited that that's really going to be a place where students can really like explore their interest in STEAM and STEM related careers. And then there's labs that go along with that. So it'll all be hands-on approaches, for pretty much solving, real world problems out there. So we're really excited to see what that turns into. And that opening, I believe, is next Tuesday. I think it's a week from today. So we're plugging forward on some of the workforce issues out there. Other than that, the big thing that we're working on more from our office is dealing with some mobility and transportation issues. I think I've talked about this from some of our other calls, but obviously with the quote unquote labor shortage, getting people to work is becoming more and more important. And Union County actually is one of, I believe, 11 counties that doesn't have a public transportation system. So we've been working with our mobility partners throughout the county to try to solve some of those issues. So last week we had a community meeting. We brought together, we had, I think, 55 attendees. They were business owners and representatives. We had government, elected officials, and then we had all kinds of transportation experts from the region in to basically just start some dialogue on trying to figure out what the actual need is for enhanced mobility in Union County, and then have discussions about, what that would look like. Is it like a bus circulator? Is it autonomous shuttles? Is it micro mobility and, things like that? So really where that's leading is we have announced now, as a result of that meeting, that we are creating a business advisory council that will be housed in our office to focus solely on transportation and mobility for workforce. So that'll launch officially in January. And then from that, we're probably going to see some sort of master plan or some kind of strategic session coming out of that group. But again, we want to make sure that our businesses have a voice, when we're coming up with plans and policies and things like that. And of course, funding for systems and all kinds of stuff. So it's been a busy couple of weeks, but things are going pretty well here.
Thanks for saying there wasn't nothing going on down there. What do you have like to say? Thank you.
Yep, no problem.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I just want to push the Maiden Marion Expo show that you were the anchor person for. I'd like to invite people to talk with us about becoming members of the Industrial Channel. It's intended to be a career site as well as a manufacturing site for manufacturers to talk with each other, process engineers, etc., so that they can exchange information, come up with solutions to problems they may have. So it's certainly in its infancy, but it has some potential. And I'm sure Frank would be happy to send the link to the Maiden Marion Expo show to you. So that's all for my jams and jellies.
Okay, Clint, you got anything to report from Richland County?
We're still working to, I think I mentioned last month, we're working to develop hands-on experiences for our high school students in the actual employer workplace or work-based learning. But we're looking at doing that as an after-school program. To start as early as this spring, and then to pilot as a high school program in 2022-2023
Good.
school year. So that'll be looking at lean manufacturing, problem solving, different variety of project management type things.
Okay. They're looking at an after-work program piloting in 2022, 23, or?
Yeah,
after-school program. So, thank you, Clint. Who else we got out there? Anything, anybody want to give a report on what they're doing? Okay, you got Josh Compton from Clearview Management Resources. He's the guy that's working on our Marion Career Connections website. Take her away, Josh.
All right, thanks, Frank. I'm working on the Manufacturing Career Connections website. I know, Frank, you've introduced me to a few of the leaders in each one of the counties. Still looking to collect some information around what links we want to share on that website. It's going to be a very powerful website once the vision finally gets there. There's lots of phases to finally getting to where we want to be. Part of it starts with each one of the counties participating and wanting to be able to share some of the information that they are being successful with. Do some bragging on the website, because all the data that we're going to be collecting, the purpose is to take that data and then be able to use that for people like Lieutenant Governor Jon Husted and others to take focus of what we're doing in North Central Ohio. So as much as everybody can participate in this Manufacturing Career Connections, please do. Even if there's ideas that I haven't shared in the past, get them to me. Go to that info@careerconnections.com website or email, and feel free to send something out to me. We'll be glad to post it on the website. Any events that are going on in your area, anything more like that, just let me know.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you for all of you online that stuck with us throughout. Thanks for the reports from you people. Have a good one.